friends and neighbors, and welcome to stop number 5 of the Alabama Bass Trail South Division, presented by Phoenix Boats. Miss Kay, Lake Eufaula, so rich with bass fishing history. What a place to end this awesome 2024 Alabama Bass Trail South season.
You know, we open up the season in 14 degrees. We're going to go out with 114 degrees. You know, you really got to think about that. The heat, it's kind of like the cold. Is it going to spin some guys out? Are they going to spend more time worried about that than they are worried about what the fish are doing? You know, we're going to see a lot of guys out there on those brush piles and ledges, but I still think we're going to see some people go shallow as well.
Eufaula tends to show out when it gets hot, though, with the deep water bite. You do have a lot of shallow vegetation, too, like you said. One thing's for sure, we will sort it out on the water with the Academy Sports and Outdoors First Cast.
Welcome everyone to the final stop, ABT South on Lake Eufaula. It is a beautiful morning, although it's going to be a scorcher by the end of the day. We're hearing a lot of brush pile fishing going on. We're hearing a lot of big schools out deep, and there's a lot of brim beds. So the shallow bite is playing. I can hear in my ear already. They're catching fish on brim beds. It's going to be a very exciting tournament. Follow along me, Luke Duncan, and Jason Duran out on Lake Eufaula today. Hope you all enjoy this episode.
Yeah, we stopped on your current and reigning AOY champions from last year in the South Division, Rob Lee and Steve Winslet. And just like that, perfect timing, Rob throws a fish in the boat. Caught one at least, measured a little bit short, and they're fishing a brim bed this morning. Really went to work early, and they're fishing a brim bed right here. We got a couple other guys. I can see about 7, 8 other guys fishing around us. And they are quickly went to work. Here comes another one now. So here comes fish number 2, it looks like. Steve fishing out of the back of the boat there. Rob coming up as the net man. Maybe this one's a little bigger. Oh, and it got off.
Angler of the Year leader, Anthony Goggins, CJ Knight, is out. We just pulled up on these guys after they ran a long ways, and they've already netted one as soon as we pulled up. So awesome to see. A lot on the line today for all these teams.
Shane Powell, Tim Fox, and these guys obviously are local hammers, and they are bouncing around this morning from brush pile to brush pile, and they've just got tons of knowledge, years of knowledge in that boat, and many trophies have been won out of that boat with this team. So these guys know what they're doing, and we're going to follow them around for a little bit this morning.
5 points out of the AOY. You were AOY last year. Going back-to-back's a pretty big deal. What's going through your head right now?
Well, if we're going to let it fall out where it mays, I mean, we've practiced hard. We've had not a great practice. We're just going to fish hard. If it's meant to be, it ain't. I mean, we still had a successful year, and you know, so we're gonna hold our heads up no matter what.
Well, you guys are one of the most consistent teams on the Alabama Bass Trail, so you know we haven't lost faith in you for sure.
Goggins hooked up. Small fish for Goggins. Goggins hooked up. Oh, lost it. Didn't look very big. Woods hooked up. He's throwing a plug in the front, and then Goggins is dragging in the back. We're cranking a. Oh, fish came off. Heck of a net job right there.
Net broke. I went to lift up, the handle broke.
Oh, man.
The net broke. That was something right there. Holy cow. Unreal. The net broke. Fish came off, jumped, comes off the crankbait in the air. Anthony still catches it somehow.
This portion of the Alabama Bass Trail is brought to you by Phoenix Boats, Landers McClarty Chevrolet, McGraw-Webb Chevrolet, and by Academy Sports and Outdoors.
In 2009, it all started with this 721 Pro XP and a passion to build the best fishing platform in design, performance, and construction for all of our customers. Through the years, motors have changed. Electronics have changed. But the passion to build the best bass boat possible has not changed. Everyone at Phoenix believes we got it right the first time.
Here at Landers McClarty Chevrolet, it's time to pick your offer on a new Chevy Silverado 1500. That's right, pick the offer that's best for you. Choose rates as low as 2.9% for 72 months, or how about up to $12,000 off all Silverados? They have the best selection in years with over 500 pre-owned vehicles available. Big store, big on savings, and big on customer service. Visit LandersMcClartyChevrolet.com.
Big banks only care about one thing, ROI. So when it comes to your small business, you can expect a big no. At AmFirst, we don't just invest in your business, we invest in you and your goals. With great rates on loans, lines of credit to help you grow, and business checking accounts. Because at AmFirst, business is personal.
The best of the best just got better. Clearer images, sharper resolution, improved target separation. That's right, better. LiveScope Plus, only from Garmin.
The splash of your paddle mimics the pelican as it drops down from above. As the calmness of the water washes away any lingering concerns, you listen to the tall grass sing of the surrounding beauty and how the best views only get better when they're shared. This is Alabama, and when you're here, you can take it all in.
Oh, I thought you were showing me how. Yeah, I know you want to do it. Throw that on the It's bad. And it came off. Oh! Came out.
Yeah, it is. Oh, God. Don't you got it, lady. Yes. There you go. God, I thought she came off. Oh, I got it.
Big one? I'm going to have to grab her if it is.
I got it. I'm going to flip it. I got it. Try to get the net. Yes. Yeah.
That horse dog, didn't it?
Huh? What? You gonna swing him?
Fish on. Y'all are doing a great job already. So got 4 fish in the box. What kind of weight you got?
Probably close to 10 now.
10 pounds. That's good. Off to a really good start.
Yeah, it's been. The first one off a minute ago. I think it might have been a stripe, but. Other than that, we hadn't had any really big bites yet, but they're starting to really form up now, so we're kind of just waiting around.
So just kind of the hangout moment till
we're
it's
hanging out, but they're starting to form up.
Good deal.
It's interesting to follow the guys, like you said, who've had so much success here in the past, back-to-back wins. Since the last win they had in 2021, they've won a lot of other tournaments here. So when they usually do best is in these summertime tournaments, offshore fishing. They're doing a little dragging and a little cranking. Depends on what kind of stuff they're fishing. You know, obviously it's a brush pile. They're not cranking through it, but you can tell they know what they're doing. They're not wasting any time. They're pulling up right on the cast. You got to be really efficient, especially if you're wanting to hit this many spots in a day.
All right, well, Wood's got it again. He's hooked up. Goggins there with the net. Here we go. Fish hasn't shown itself yet. Uh-oh. Looks like a good one here. There we go. Meat in the boat. There we go.
Got one on. Comes number 5 right here. That is a net job. That is a net job.
Got it.
I was about to say, oh no, but you know.
Too bad it's a spot. It would have been cool as a 5-pounder, but it's still pretty cool.
Yeah.
I wish I could get this on camera to show you how I do it with fizzing.
Yeah.
Y'all see how it's upside down right now? And a lot of people just don't maybe understand, but it's a lot easier to do it on a smaller fish. It's a little bit more difficult to do it on a 5+ pound fish, but this one's about 2.5. So usually what I do, I'll take their fin right here, their little side fin. There, I'll pull them out. I'll take a side fin and I'll lay it down, and I count 2 or 3 scales back right there. Now I've done it a lot now, so I can kind of eyeball it, but I'll stick it right there, stick it in them, and then I go straight down. And as you can see the water, or the bubbles, I mean, coming out. And I'm gently pressing it a little bit, not hard. And usually I like to see when the bubbles start slowing down about right. This one had a lot of air in them, hold on. And that starts slowing down. And let's see, he should be fine now. As you can see, he's up right now. And I might take that cold clip out of him. You can see he's laying in the bottom of the live well. A lot better than floating, especially if you have to run around. I don't like when they beat their heads and stuff on the live well lid, so.
This segment of the Alabama Bass Trail is sponsored by Eufaula, VMC, Crush City, and TH Marine.
Nothing brings us together like football and good food. So we're firing up the grill with our new Steakhouse Bacon Burger and Steakhouse Patty Meals. 2 all-beef patties, mushrooms, onions, and our signature steak sauce. Score Jack's new Steakhouse favorites today.
Here at Landers McClarty Chevrolet, it's time to pick your offer on a new Chevy Silverado 1500. That's right, pick the offer that's best for you. Choose rates as low as 2.9% for 72 months, or how about up to $12,000 off all Silverados? They have the best selection in years with over 500 pre-owned vehicles available. Big store, big on savings, and big on customer service. Visit LandersMcClartyChevrolet.com.
We may call these little chick sliders, but there's nothing little about them. Fresh, hand-breaded chicken fingers and the big flavor of our handmade sauces. For just $2.99 or 2 for $5.55. Try our new little chick sliders, only at Jack's.
wanted to break down kind of the two baits that Rapala Crush City has that really have been almost exactly what they're throwing. I don't know the exact baits, but essentially on a football jig, they're throwing something exactly like this. A cleanup crawl, Crush City, and real natural colors. You think the brush piles, they have shad around them, but they've also got a lot of bluegills around them and some crawfish around them. But they're definitely throwing natural colors, some kind of green pumpkin like this one. You put that on the back of a football jig. Looks like they're throwing a pretty big one, 3/4 ounce or a 1 ounce football jig, real bulky profile. You got a lot of action with the trailer, here. And so obviously that's probably everybody in the tournament is throwing something like this, fishing brush piles, or even if they're on the bank swimming a jig, you could use this same style trailer. And then the other thing is a creature bait on the back of a Carolina rig. It's as old school as you get, even older than Luke Duncan. And the Carolina rig, you want to throw something, you know, there's all kind of creature baits, but this one that's really cool is the Bronco bug, and it's got these two really big flappers on the end, rigged on a Carolina rig. That thing's just kind of drifting around. You're slowly pulling it around the outsides of the brush piles, and you just want something that's drifting around. And there's a lot of baits. The old school lizard is one of the most, popular. This is a more compact version of a lizard, essentially. It's a little bit different in action, but same approach. Rig that thing up on a Carolina rig, and you can really fish it anywhere. But these brush piles, a Carolina rig is a go-to bait. So shout out to Crush City Rapala for making some awesome stuff. The cleanup crawl and the Bronco bug, two things that we've seen similar styles of fishing done today.
It is Noah and Cole Godwin sitting on about 18 pounds fishing this flat. A lot of brim beds back in here. It's a really good one. Don't jump. Nice one. Solid fish. We just pulled up and covered Caleb and Connor Miller, a high school team. The two brothers, they're 17th place right now in our Angler of the Year race. Only 40 points or so out of that Bassmaster Team Championship top 9 that we're going to send in the Angler of the Year points. But they're going to lock up an ABT championship berth in their first year as a high school team out here. Absolutely incredible. They've got 4 fish in the boat already.
Guys, y'all the first team we've seen fishing boat docks today.
Yeah.
How's it going?
We don't have any, just small ones.
Small ones? Yeah, what's your boat number?
165.
Yeah. So did y'all practice any out deep?
We did yesterday. We didn't have much luck.
Yeah.
Found them, they just weren't biting good.
Yeah, we've heard that all day.
Yeah, we might try them later.
Yes.
See if we can get on something early and put a few in the boat.
Yeah.
So far, no luck.
How'd y'all do yesterday's fishing docks?
We didn't fish any docks. We decided last night we were going to try to fish.
I heard that. On the fly decision.
The Alabama Bass Trail is brought to you by Halo Fishing, Net Baits, Bait Fuel, and Snag Proof.
In the relentless pursuit of domination on the water, one name stands above the rest. TH Marine's Atlas Jackplate. The power behind champions since 2007. The driving force that propels you to victory. More winners choose Atlas. For the fisherman who demands the best, Atlas delivers. Because every move counts. More winners choose Atlas.
Research and development is more than just time in the shop for us. It's time out here. Sweating the details. Making boats that work as well in the real world as they do on paper. From our R&D team to our anglers on the water, we have the knowledge and passion to build you the finest fishing platform in the world.
Some things ain't worth keeping. Yesterday's traditions, today's adventures, tomorrow's memories. Now that's something worth keeping. Fish Alabama and find your keeper.
For more information, visit fishalabama.org.
best fishing spots hook your heart and reel you back again and again and again. Whether the bucket mouths are biting or the tall tails are flowing, it's always a good time. Anyone, anywhere can get fishing for less. Have fun out there.
Jason Tomlin, Justin Foster, boat number 43, weighing in a couple hours early, trying to take care of these Eufaula bass. And they have done that, and they have blown the doors off this thing early. John Simpson, 5, they weigh 22.97, 678 on a Mountain Dew Big Bass. John Frank, Mark Womack, a little bit early, but they're showing up to the party in a big way, looks like. 2060, it's got you in second place. Great bag of fish. How'd you catch those?
A little bit of everything, a little deep and shallow.
Our Angler of the Year leaders coming into this event. Well, one half anyways. Anthony Goggins and CJ Knight have been doing work in the Alabama Bass Trail South all year. CJ, who played hooky today, is in a wedding. Yep. And you got this fella here, Dustin Wood, to fill in. We started our live broadcast with you guys this morning, absolutely putting on a cranking clinic, and you bring them in 22-36, just shy of first place.
Yeah, we just went out fun fishing. I felt like if we could catch 14 or 15 pounds, I would have a pretty good shot, but we really wanted to catch like 25.
These guys always catch them. Rob Lee, Steve Winslet, 5 points back in the Angler of the Year race. And here we go. This will tell the story because they were realistically, in our opinion, the only ones that had a chance to catch CJ Knight and Anthony Goggins with 5 bass that go 14.89. Going to come up a little short on the Angler of the Year race, but you guys won it last year. You're absolutely incredibly consistent everywhere we go. How do you do that?
Just hard work and effort and having a lot behind us, teamwork. Like I said, this lake used to be, I used to like this lake, and I don't know why it's all of a sudden got my number the last couple of years. But, you know, we're fortunate in what we had. We didn't had a bad practice. Like I said, we strive to be good or try to be our best at every event.
Here we go. Chris Rutland, Kobe Carden doing what they do. 20 pounds right here, 20.05. Take you all the way. It's going to be fourth place.
We probably fished, you know, I'm not exaggerating when I say 70 places probably. And, you know, we'd probably fished a few more, but there was boats on them. So you just got to keep moving. So we look for brush and out looking for new brush. I mean, we've got thousands of waypoints that, you know, over the years that we've accumulated. But, you know, that brush eventually gets old. You got to look for new stuff.
Noah and Cole Godwin, they've got multiple wins on the Alabama Bass Trail. And today, they're going to come up a little short of a win, but they're going to be in the top 3 right now on the Pro Guide leaderboard. 20.62 for Noah and Cole.
We knew in June on Eufaula that we were going to spend all our practice time idling and trying to find as many schools as possible. And I think we found 12 that had fish, but we only got to fish maybe 3 or 4 of them. There's boats everywhere.
All right, that's a wrap down here at Lake Eufaula, Lake Point State Park, and Eufaula once again did not disappoint. Blake Tomlin, Justin Foster get the win. Wire to wire, they weighed in 2 hours early to kick our way in off with a bang, 22.97, and get it done, in my opinion, in the fashion that nobody really would have guessed. Kay, we did a podcast, we're talking brush piles, ledges, hard spots, and they get it done flipping a big bite BFE.
You know, and that's the great thing. New winners, new techniques. You know, these guys are going to help someone else get into that championship. They were already really high in the points, but now this win solidifies their championship run, and it makes somebody else get to go to the championship. Good job.
You guys excited about Lay Lake?
Yeah, pretty much.
Are you even more excited, though, about Lake Eufaula? I heard you say, you were talking to a few other anglers over here, that this is the last place you ever expected to win. Why is that?
You
don't
can't,
set
you
up.
can't compete shallow with the kind of bass, unless springtime when they're on bed. Outside of that, all year round, you can't compete with the deep stuff. Like the weight that you're going to get off the deep stuff is not. It's just going to be unmatched by what you can catch on the bank. You can catch 20 maybe on the bank on a great day.
Even with all the grass, it never has really set up good for us. So we didn't expect this at all.
Eufaula normally doesn't treat you right, but it did today.
Yeah, very much.
Over $15,000 and get it done with the flipping stick, the big weight.
Yes,
you catch
sir.
2 over 6 pounds. Congratulations again on a fantastic win. And we, Miss Kay, we're headed to another big bass factory to close out the ABT North, Lake Guntersville. And Lake Guntersville State Park next week's going to be pretty special.
It is. That's where the Alabama Bass Trail started, and it'll be sweet to wrap up the season there. Can't wait.
Will we see shallowfish win there?
No.
No, she says. We'll see you guys at Lake Guntersville.